Okay, we're back to this measurement problem and the next question. And they say, how much metal in cubic centimeters is required to make the two pillars? Well, if they're saying cubic centimeters, they must be talking about volume. And they're talking about the cylinders, the two cylindrical pillars, so it must be pi r squared h. In grade 9 and 8, I think we learned the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared, the circle on top, times the height. Well, this one's pretty easy. First, I kind of did it right away there for you, but the first thing you have to do is pick the right formula, and there it is, pi r squared h. Now, what's the radius of those cylinders? Oh, they told us that, but we got to be careful because we got to put it in the right units. Maybe you could try and do that yourself. You could try the whole question yourself. But radius in the right units, what would that look like? Well, 10 centimeters divided by 100 centimeters in every meter, that's 0.1 meters. Now we got the radius of the cylinder. Well, how much metal is required to make it? Well, I think all we're going to do, we need the height. The height is, it's 2 meters. That's how tall it is. So then all we have to do is take pi r squared times h, and there's 2 cylinders, so I times it by 2. So I just do that. Pi r squared h, it gives me this 1 over 50 pi, but I hit the decimal button, and it gives me 0.06, but I double it. And that's how I end up with 0.125. I rounded it off to 0,123 cubic, not centimeters. It'll be cubic meters. It'll be cubic meters like that, cubic meters. Okay, the last question. You have to paint the bus shelter, assuming that you only paint the outside, the top of the hemisphere, and you paint the outside of the cylinders, not the circles on top. Well, we have already got that the radius of the outside one we did in the last question is 1.7 meters. The radius of the cylinders is 0.1 meters. We've got the height. We've got the height is 2 meters for the cylinders. Well, that's enough to just do the thing. We need the surface area. Well, here's the area of a cylinder. But these are the 2 circles on the top and bottom. We don't use that. We just use the 2 pi r h. So that's one of the formulas. And the other one is for the sphere. Well, there it is, area, 4 pi r squared. But it's half a sphere, a semisphere. So it's 2 pi r squared. Oh, I guess you probably should call it a hemisphere. It's not called, maybe it's not called a semisphere. Spelled it wrong there too. Anyways, okay, so there's the half a sphere. And there's the cylinder. Well, now all you got to do is put those numbers. We've got the right formulas. We just got to put those numbers plug the values into the formulas. That's all we have to do. Well, you could do that, try on your own. I did it here, 2 pi r squared. That's the hemisphere. And there's 2 pi r h, but there's 2 of them. Well, I just put that in the calculator. Oh, I noticed I could factor out the 2 pi here on the calculator, times it by 1.7 squared, plus 2 times 0.1, 4 times 0.1. I put that into my calculator. I got the surface area there. Again, it's in meters, in square meters, because I've done all this stuff in meters, see? Meters. So, and that's 2 meters. So it's 20.67 square meters. And there's the second part. Okay, and there you go.